but I'm so freaking done with. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be recommending you guys fall books. I did that. Anyway, I'm going to be recommending you guys fall books based on booktok or TikTok books. I'm doing heaven's job, okay, right now. So if you guys don't know booktok or TikTok, like everyone knows that anyway. We guys love to spend our precious time on this app of TikTok, laying on our bed, doing nothing, being a potato, being crusty itself. We love to spend our time on TikTok, don't we? We all do. We have to admit that one time, don't we? So we do that a lot, and we just like do some of our excuses, like going to BookTok or something. Like I'm not reading, right? I'm not reading. So I'm doing a heaven's job that I have picked up some of the best BookTok books that are popular and listed down into some of the couple of things. I think there are 12 books I'm gonna recommend you guys that are best for this whole gloomy atmosphere of fall, and that's gonna be picking up your fall atmosphere. And it is a popular, trendy BookTok book. You're gonna be staying with the whole trend as well as enjoy the fall season. Who wouldn't love that, right? So smash that like button, subscribe, and buckle up and let's get started. The first book I'm gonna recommend you guys is It Ends With Us. So, who doesn't like Colleen Hoover, right? Everyone adores her. This book is about a girl named Lily, and she is like, really willing to start a florist of her own season. She's like loving to do a shop of her own, having flowers. She's a really cool girl, you can say. Not the girl of soft girl you probably know of, so she's really cool to hang out with. She meets a guy named Ryle, I think yeah, Ryle, and on a rooftop, and they have a really cool understanding. Like the book starts off really well, and they like have such a intimate moments, like really good ones, and then it goes to like straight away, and they have lots of memories together. But something happens, okay, and that's the whole plot twist. So I just can't tell you guys. I think that's gonna be a spoiler. And here we also see another character named Atlas, and I also couldn't tell you guys anything, okay, about that thing because that's gonna be a whole spoiler. So read this book. Colin Hoover, you can always trust her. So the next book I'm gonna recommend you guys is Atlas 6. This book, okay, trust me, was blowing up on BookTok, and this was my first book on BookTok that didn't disappoint me. Don't get me wrong, I love BookTok, but the first book I read on BookTok went really good, okay. And later, because now this moment is later, okay. It's been a year or two of BookTok, and I had read really terrible books on them, and I never enjoyed it. But Atlas 6 was a self-published book as far as I can remember, and it was really good. I really loved it. So I like really read it long alone, so I don't really remember every single thing, but I'm gonna tell you guys what it's all about, a little of the hints. And this book is mostly you should read without much knowing about itself, because this book is better off hidden, and you should discover the secrets and unravel it whilst you read through it. So I recommend you guys don't see the reviews of this book and just blindly jump into the book. This book is about, I will say that it is like a group of five or five people, I hope so, and there is a secret Alexandria, something like that. There is secret society. You guys love it. Six of Crow fans, I can see you. And they like to get in the society. Only four people can go through something. Or like there is one person that is gonna be disqualifying from the group. Like there are a group of five people, right? So one people can't go into the society. Like out of five, only four can get into the secret society, and one will be left all alone. There's something like competition that you compete for. There are all the rivals and like cut to throat scenes. And guys, if you are not much a fantasy lover, you are like noob or fantasy or something, because I used to be one, and I just wish I could have read that book a lot sooner, because this book doesn't have any. You can see some noise. That's my bird right there. Okay, she's really cute. So there is no like nothing like new kingdoms, new creatures, but something like that. There is nothing like that. There is only peoples on a modern town. So you guys don't need to be familiarized to some different kind of society of places. This is like completely easy to read for new fantasy readers. So that you can have the sip of fantasy books in this easy society. So this book is really good. You should really read it. Also for book talk romance readers who love romance, this book has rivals to lovers. I know this was the main reason I read this book, okay? I won't lie. And I had no clue about this Secret Society franchise, okay? But after this thing was introduced, I was like so into this book. So Rivals to Lovers romance is so up to mark. So read this book. I'm gonna tell you guys another mystery thriller fast-paced read is known as One of Us is Lying. Now, if you guys are the one who think this book isn't suitable for this fall thing, let me get this straight. There are lots of readers right now for fall who only want to read light books for fall. And yeah, that's okay, but what do you want to do on Halloween? Have you thought that? So, let me tell you guys one thing. This book, okay, One of Us is Lying, is a high school style book where there are some students for up to detentions, and one of the best students on the school has also gotten into the detention thing and he mysteriously dies. And all the other students on the detention, they were all suspects of that murder. Yeah, it's a murder, and then that's all the whole secrets start to unravel. There's One of Us is Lying, so it's a really good book, fast paced. And for the reason I said fall, because this book is you will feel like you are in a 90s movie, something like that. There's a vibe about it, okay? Upbeat music, but there's 90s vibes. So it's something you're gonna feel retro style reading. And the other books I mentioned were vintage. So this book is retro, which is really party style thing, but rock and roll thing. I don't know what I'm saying, but this book does fit the fall atmospheric thing, okay? Because this book has a really good plotting on this mystery thing, and this book is really light mystery, so anyone can read this, and there's no commitment on reading this book, so go for it. Then we have the Inheritance Games, and who doesn't know about this book, right? So this book is about a girl, and she mysteriously inherits lots of money, and now to end she's no relative of that person inherited money from. So she is a stranger to that complete person, and she mysteriously inherits all the money. Now what she has to do with it? Not really inherits, but she is sane about something. Now she has to move into that house that the persons who said that she inherited the money from, and that man has two grandsons, and there's love triangle. But trust me, this is a good love triangle, okay? Not that stupid ones there's a bad boy, good boy. Anyway, it's a good love triangle, so it's not gonna disappoint you. So read this book, and this has lots of riddles, mysteries, puzzles. You're a fan of mystery, okay? There is some good Sherlock Holmes type Sherlock Holmes type mystery, really puzzles and stuff. You're really okay. You want to unlock things like boxes, mysterious passages. You wanna love this thing, and romance up to mark. So this book is all about fall, Dark Academia, all about its things, and it's really good. It has 3 books, you can binge read, so go for it. Then we have The Love Hypothesis. This book is a romance book. The book talk romance readers gonna cherish on this book. This book, the only reason I put this book onto it is for coffee lovers, because this book has the theme of coffee a lot, because the main character go Olive, I think, yeah, Olive, yeah, I hope so. And she loves to drink coffee. She goes to cafe almost every week, once a week or something. And it's have love the thing, because in autumn season you're under blankets having coffee, that's what we example for. And then this book has that cafe vibe, so it's everything else. And also for romance readers, it's gonna be a match made in heaven, so enjoy. Then we have The Shadow and Bone. Now, I haven't read this book, okay? I haven't, but I have read Six of Crows, and I was a really good fan of. I have heard this book, Shadow and Bone trilogy, is not as good as Six of Crows, but the only reason I put this right now is because this has a series on Netflix which you can binge watch if you're not really sure to read this book, because that series is better than the books. Okay, by the books I mean Six of Crows. No, I meant the books. I mean Shadow and Bone. Okay, Shadow and Bone. The series is better than Shadow and Bone. So, if you guys are not really willing to read this book, as I am not really willing to read Shadow and Bone, because I have read Six of Crows and I think Six of Crows is better than the Shadow and Bones, and Shadow and Bone series TV series is a lot better. So, this recommendation of six Shadow and Bone is just for them who haven't read Six of Crows. So read Six of Crows. The recommendation, take it from myself. Or if you have read Six of Crows, then watch Shadow and Bone TV series. It's a movie recommendation you can suppose. Then we have The Silent Patient. This book actually disappointed me, but I'm really sure for people who are really scared of thrillers and stuff, read this book, because you are you're new to this thriller genre, then I'm sure you're gonna love this book. Okay, and I think this book's gonna be really good for the people who are not really normalized on this thriller genre. They're light readers or something. Then you're gonna be really shocked at the end. But it didn't shock me because I'm a really occasional thriller lover. Occasional, I mean everyday thriller reader, you can say. Even summer I'm gonna read thrillers, and winter I'm gonna read thrillers. Every single day I read thrillers. Okay, it's a cup of tea. So it wasn't up to mark for me, but this book is about a girl who a patient of and she doesn't speak. Okay, her husband dies of gunshot, and she saw her husband died in front of her, and people say that she was the murderer of her husband, but we don't know that what's truth and what's false. And also draws, and it's a really good book. So if you're a fan of Greek mythology or something, this book has a slip of Greek. So if you don't like Greek mythology or something, you're gonna be totally negotiable. But still, if you love love Greek mythologies, then you're gonna cherish onto this book. Best for beginner thriller lovers. Okay, go for it. Then we have The Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. The only reason I put this book here because it has Penelope Douglas, because Penelope Douglas is a really popular TikTok author. What I'm saying, I mean TikTok, or a popular author on TikTok. So this book is, I just recently read that book. So I have a video on my channel which is about the first dark month I've ever read, and this book was the one I read. So let's check that out. This book is about a girl, Jordan, and she has her boyfriend. I think his name is Cole, and she has some fling with his dad. So it's really dark romance. If you guys are those kind of girls, okay, those girls, Wattpad girls, then read this book. And why I said fall, because this book, okay, the atmosphere, small town vibes fits perfectly into this fall theme. So you guys gonna be cherished onto this thing, and also it's Penelope Douglas, a really popular author, so it's gonna have a sip of her books too. So that's the only reason I put it here. And then we have Ugly Love by Colin Hoover. Now, let me tell you, okay, every Colin Hoover book is fall book, and every Colin Hoover book is TikTok book. So there's nothing wrong with Colin Hoover. This book is, I wasn't really fan of this book, but the theme of this book was really good in fit to this fall theme. But still, this book was pretty toxic for me. I do like toxic men, okay, I do like them, but this book just wasn't the one. It's really stupid. This book is about a guy named Miles Archer, and he has some terrible past trauma, and then there's a girl. I don't know what was her name, something like Tate, yeah. And then they had some kind of fling or something, and she just wants something more than just a fling, and Miles is something like only fling. Okay, that doesn't want anything else, and that's how it starts, ugly love. But the past is really traumatic, and that's the only reason I like it, because only if Miles had gotten to a therapy, everything didn't happen also. So, but if you guys have loved Colin Hoover books, then I hope you guys gonna love this thing. So then we have, okay, you have Rich Sam. This book was a really popular book talk book on a while ago, This book is about a girl whose boyfriend dies, and she's really she was in love with that guy, and now as her boyfriend dies, she's like really unplugged from her whole life. She's all alone, sad, of course, grumpy. But then out of nowhere, she calls her boyfriend, and she's pretty sure of he's not gonna take her call because he's dead, and he picks the call. He's dead, okay, but he still picks the call, and they had a conversation every single day, and that's a supernatural thing. But this book, okay, if you guys love the vibes, not the plot, then this book is for you. This book is a booktok book, but it's the best fall book I've ever recommended you guys. The best vibes and atmosphere, so you're gonna enjoy this thing, but don't wish a lot like the plot of this thing because it doesn't like a plot thing, but the vibes is to cherish first. So read this book. Then we have To Kill a Kingdom. Now, I read this book a long ago on Kindle Unlimited, and I doubt this book is still on Kindle Unlimited or not. But this book was a story of Little Mermaid retelling or something. A girl named Mermaid actually, Siren or Siren, I guess, named Lena, and then she is on her 18th birthday she has to capture or something, like take out a heart of some normal humans, but she does that a long ago when she was younger itself. And there's something happened to her sister, cousin, and her mother. Like there's some her and the mermaid queen, which is Lina's mother, is really wicked, okay? And now Lina is cursed to go into the humans world with her legs and own thing, and there is something like a gem or something, she has to get it to make her mother the most powerful creature on the world. Something like that, okay? There is a good adventure, fantasy, and the vibe is sailor thing. So if you are love those watery fantasies like ocean, mermaid, sailors, then you're gonna love this book. So read this book. I really don't remember the whole thing, but I gave this book 5 stars. So I'm really sure I would love this book, and I just want to read this book for fall. So note that out. Next we have the last book on my recommendation, which is Courts of Thorns and Roses. Now this book is not for everyone because this book has sexual tension, woman empowerment, also lots of sass, bold, and like really good. But some of the people didn't really enjoy this book, so I'm not really sure. But the second book, which I'm currently reading, is up to mark. I really like this book. And Ryson, oh my god. So anyway, this book is about a girl in fairy. She goes for hunting a wolf because her family is on verge of dying because it's cold outside. The atmosphere is so fall type. It's like winter, but it fits that atmospheric gloomy thing. Okay, and it's also a popular book, and also by Sarah J. Maas, so it's a popular author itself. Then she goes for the hunting of wolf, but she, for mistakenly captures kills the wolf, who is believed to be a fairy. The wolf is a fairy, and now what happens that she's jailed for staying on the Prithian, which is the other side of the fairy realms, and she has to live for her whole life on Prithian, or she has to die. Like she has to choose between life or death. Now she of course chooses a lifetime imprisonment on Prithian, and there's lots of things happening on that thing. It's not really like imprisonment because she has to live on a castle and stuff, and we don't really know we can trust everyone or not. So it's really good engaging book, and don't really expect from a lot of this because I gave this book 4 stars, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this Court of Mist and Furies 5 stars. So second book is really good. So that was the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stay updated on my videos. And that was it.